Good morning and happy Monday. It is kind of afternoon-ish almost, and I'm just sitting here with my coffee, and I am actually going to pre-order some books because I woke up this morning and on Chapters Indigo's Deals of the Week they have 40% off of select teen pre-orders, so I'm going to take advantage of that, even though my TBR right now is literally out of control. But I wanted to give you guys an update on what I'm reading. So last week I read only one book, and I really want to try and pick it up this week because I have so many books on my TBR right now. My TBR is honestly at the highest number that it has been in like 2 years or something like that. Like at the beginning of the year, I remember my TBR was at about 40 books and I was really happy about that. Lately it's been around 50, now it's at 70. So I really need to get it down, especially because it's at 70 books and we are going into the like crazy new YA release season. So I am not prepared for that at all. So my goal is to have it way down by the time September 26th comes because there are a ton of books coming out on that date. And I really want to be able to pick them up but not feel too guilty because my TBR is huge. Yet here I am pre-ordering a bunch of books. But anyways, currently I am listening to the audiobook for Ever the Hunted by Erin Summerall, and I don't know how far I am in. Actually, I do. I put my bookmark in. Look at me, so efficient. So I'm on chapter 11 right now, which is page 93. So I am doing quite well with this one, which I'm very happy about, and I am enjoying it so far. I had heard mixed things, so I wasn't really sure how I would feel about it, but it's kind of giving me Hunger Games, a little bit of ACOTAR vibes, so I'm down for that. But the book that I'm physically reading right now is Love and Gelato by Jenna Welch, and I am on page 149. So yesterday I was on page 73 or something like that, so I have read quite a bit of this today, which I'm very happy about, even though I've been also watching the Harry Potter marathon, which is still going on, but right now it's on Deathly Hallows Part 1, which is like my least favorite Harry Potter movie. But the problem with this whole marathon is that, like I said, my TBR is huge, but this marathon is making me want to reread Harry Potter so badly. So I want to get it down so that I can have room for new releases as well as being able to reread Harry Potter. But realistically, I have no time to reread books right now. I also have a pretty exciting weekend coming up, so I'm actually headed to Toronto for the weekend. I'm leaving on Friday and then I get back on Sunday, so this reading vlog actually might be going up late because of that, but I'm very excited about this weekend because I'm going to the Penguin Random House fall preview as well as the HarperCollins fall preview, and I've never been to anything like that and I'm super pumped about it. I also feel like that is going to expand my TBR a lot too, so like, oh my god, I am literally struggling so much right now in terms of my TBR. But as far as my plans for today, I have an unboxing to film today. I'm really hoping that I can film my ACOWAR review today. It is a holiday, so like my mom's home and everything, and my dad's gonna be home, so like usually when my parents are home, I don't get anything done because I'm just kind of chilling, but I really need to get stuff done. I also need to finish up editing last week's reading vlog, but that shouldn't take me too long because I am mostly done it, but I am procrastinating because that's what I do best. But before I do anything, let's first procrastinate a little bit more and pre-order some books. So this is a terrible angle, but I'm just looking at which books I want to pre-order, so there are tons of options here, which is very exciting. And I have on this side, I use OneNote for all of my YouTube notes, but right here I recently made a document for new releases for 2017 as well as there's some for 2018 that I already have on here. It's not entirely done, but I do have an idea of what's coming out in the next little bit that I'm really excited for, because I mentioned in last reading vlog that I'm really bad at requesting arcs and I want to start getting better at that because it will be beneficial for both myself as well as you guys, because then you can kind of hear about books before they actually come out. But there are many very exciting books that are coming out in September, so some of them are available for pre-order, so I'm gonna do that. Alright, so we've got Renegades here. Turtles All the Way Down, I actually already pre-ordered. Some of these are coming out in October. The Becoming of Noah Shaw by Michelle Hodkin, that's like a prequel, I think, to the Unbecoming of Mara Dyer. I'm not 100% sold on it yet, so I'm not gonna pre-order that one because, I don't know, I just didn't really like the retribution of Mara Dyer that much. The Language of Thorns by Leigh Bardugo, I'm so freaking excited for, but I'm not going to pre-order it because Fairy Loot just announced that that is coming as part of their October box, that as well as another book, which is so exciting, like what a bonus, and it comes with an exclusive cover. Nothing else here is really interesting me. This Darkness Mine I have the arc for. Far From the Tree by Robin Benway, I'm gonna open that one up because that one I'm kind of interested in. I've heard good things. I believe it was from Lala over at Books and Lala, so I'm gonna check that one out. They Both Die at the End I have the arc for. I already have A Shadow Bright and Burning, still haven't read it yet. That Inevitable Victorian Thing thing I'm definitely super pumped for, so I feel like I'll probably pre-order that. Oh, there's some paperbacks on here too. Here We Are Now is by Jasmine Warga, who is the author of, what's it called? My Heart and Other Black Holes, which I really liked, so I think I might end up pre-ordering that one. That one I'm kind of mixed feelings about, because I honestly don't know what it's about. There's Someone Inside Your House by Stephanie Perkins. Definitely want to pre-order that one, I feel like, even though I don't know how I'll feel about it, because I love Stephanie Perkins, but I don't really like thrillers, so I don't know. Autobiography I kind of want to check out, and Ever the Hunted I'm actually reading right now, but it's coming out in paperback. Alright, so let's see what we got here. So Renegades, I have mixed feelings on. This is her first book where it's not a retelling, so I'm kind of apprehensive, but I am going to add it to my cart. Far From the Tree, I've heard such good things about it. Oh, I remember why I was interested in this one. I believe it's about siblings who were adopted and then they end up meeting each other and they were like adopted by different families. Does that make sense? I don't know, but I'm gonna pre-order it. That Inevitable Victorian thing I'm definitely pre-ordering because I'm totally down for it. Here We Are Now, I'm kind of mixed feelings on this one too. This one I'm actually gonna check out on Goodreads and see if anyone has gotten the arc and reviewed it. This is kind of my online book buying process, in case you're curious. 4 to 5 ratings, and it's at a 4.2 right now, or 4.02. Alright, I'm interested. Gonna do it. There's Someone Inside Your House I'm so apprehensive about, but I don't know. Alright, I'm gonna do it. Autobiography, I'm gonna do it as well. Oh, this is gonna be a big one. Alright, so this is a little bit more than I had originally intended to spend, but I think I'm gonna do it. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. Why not? So now that I have spent a bunch of money on books, I'm now going to go and read some books and get some stuff done. Alright. Hello and happy Tuesday. So it is about 10 a.m. It feels like a Monday today because everyone was home yesterday since it was a holiday, so it's very weird, but I'm just having breakfast. I worked this morning at 5, so I have been up for quite a while now, but last night before I went to bed, I stayed up way too late, but I ended up finishing Love and Gelato, and I give it a 4 out of 5 stars, or maybe sometimes a 4.5, but I think for the most part I'm settled on my rating of 4 stars. I did really enjoy it. I might do a BiblioBabble for it, but my expectations were just very high because everyone was saying it was so incredible, so I don't think it quite met my expectations, but it did almost meet my expectations, which is why I gave it a 4 out of 5 stars. But I am really glad that I have now read it. So today Tower of Dawn has come out, but I pre-ordered it and my copy isn't in yet, and I don't even think it's shipped yet, so I think I might try and start reading it like right away when I get my copy, but since I don't have it yet, I think I'm going to pick up Words in the Deep Blue by Kath Crowley because I kind of want something quick that I can finish today, so if my copy does show up tomorrow, then I will be all set to start reading it. I don't know if I'll actually end up sticking to that plan and actually end up reading it now. I might wait a little just since my TBR is so big right now, so it would be good to kind of get through all these small books like this, but I don't really know. I'm looking for some quick reads to kind of tide me over until I get it, and then we'll see what happens. So if you watched last week's reading vlog, then you might remember that I had a bunch of packages that I received that week to unbox, and I bought a bunch of books. I have just been a shopping machine lately, and clearly that is continuing into this week because I got 2 packages today that we are going to unbox. Oh, this is a box that comes with a pull tab. Fancy. So I'm going to open this one here first. So I ordered this from the Literary Gift Company, so... Oh, Ella loves paper like this, so she's gonna go nuts with that. So the first thing I got is so much smaller than I thought it was going to be. This is so tiny, but it is Alice's Enchantments, and it says Curiouser and Curiouser, and they're just little mints. I liked it because it says like eat me, so I thought it was funny. And the other 2 things I got are mugs, which are nicely packaged here. I'm gonna need scissors for that, but there's kind of a story behind this. So I never intended to make this order, but one day I was taking photos for Bookstagram, and I had taken a couple of books off that top shelf that's over top of my desk where I have all my collectible classics, and I also had a few little knickknacks up there, including actually this right here, which is a mug that I got when I was in England at Stratford upon Avon, which is Shakespeare's birthplace, and it was like my favorite mug out of all the mugs that I own. I love it so much, and sure enough, the books came tumbling down and the mug came tumbling down onto my desk, and and shattered everywhere, and so did all my hopes and dreams. So then I spent a lot of money to get this mug, and I just love it so much. It has Shakespeare on it and all of the characters from his most famous works, and I just think it's so cool and I love it so much, so I had to get it. And I got the mints to make the shipping worth it, and I also got this mug to make the shipping worth it because the shipping was not cheap. So I got this mug to make the shipping worth it, which has Jane Austen's characters. So Jane Austen is right there, and then all of the characters from her works are on it. So I really like these mugs, and I was just really sad about this one breaking, so I had to replace it. And I'm glad that I have it again. I'm sad that it's not actually the one from London, but no one else needs to know, even though now you all know, but we'll just pretend. So now getting to my package from Indigo, it looks like not all of the books from this order had shipped yet, so I don't really know what's in here. I also don't really remember what I ordered because I just kind of went for it. And as per usual with when I haul books, I'm not really going to be talking about them. That will come when I do my book haul. I'm just going to be showing you guys them. Alright, so we've got the Macmillan Alice pack of cards. I finally just went for it and got these because I was like, you know that you need these in your life, and I'm just on a major Alice buying kick right now. Wow, that was a struggle. So I was like, I'm just gonna treat myself and get them, and I'm very excited about them. So I believe these came out for the 150th anniversary, but it's just a pack of playing cards that are Alice in Wonderland. So it has the Cheshire Cat on it, and then Alice and the rabbit. It's so cool. These are adorable. And then the spade says we're all mad here. Oh my god, these are adorable. They have all the drawings and they have quotes from it. Okay, this was an amazing purchase. Well done me. How have I not had these already? These are the coolest things in the world. Oh my god, I'm totally geeking out. Like, these are amazing. Look at it. This is absolutely the coolest thing in the entire world, and I want to show you all of them, but I'm not going to because we would be here forever. So just know that this is amazing. Oh my god, the Joker's the Cheshire Cat. This is incredible. So that was an amazing purchase, but the first book that I got is The Legacy of Kings by Eleanor Herman, and then I got Traitor Angels by Anne Blankman, and Dreamland Burning by Jennifer Latham, and finally A Study in Charlotte by Brittany Cavallaro. I think now I'm going to go and finally read some stuff because I haven't really read anything yet today. I've been listening to my Ever the Hunted audiobook a little bit, but I have some video stuff to do. I need to edit my Akawar review so then it can go up tomorrow, but I really want to get some reading done before my parents come home so then I can relax tonight and just watch TV and chill. So as much as I would love to just drop everything and read right now, I do kind of need to do some editing and video stuff first. So I'm gonna go and do that. Ready, set, go! So here we are again in the same position because I have more packages. What is this? These past 2 weeks I've literally been getting packages in the mail like every day, and now I'm getting used to expecting it, and I get really excited still whenever there's a package. So like, this is just madness and not a good thing because it's going to lead to me making more orders. But one of these packages is from Indigo, which I know what this one is, I'm pretty sure, but this one is from Book Depository and I don't really know what it is. So I'm going to open this one up first. Yeah. Oh, this is so much smaller than I expected. Oh, and much brighter. It's a very different color, but it is another edition of Alice's Adventures in Wonderland by Lewis Carroll because I kind of went on an Alice buying spree. Which one do I not? But like, I hadn't bought an edition in a really long time, and then I bought like 6. And this is one of the ones that I got. This is the Penguin Classics edition. And I thought it was going to be more of a pink, but it's kind of like a bright pinky orange. And it's also much smaller than I thought, but it is still really cute. Now on to this one. Oh my god, I'm so bad at these. No. There we go. Alright, so this is not what I thought it was going to be. Interesting. So here I have Autobiography by Christina Lauren, and this is not what I was expecting at all. I feel like I'll probably get what I was expecting later today, so I'm not going to tell you quite yet, but like, this is not what I was expecting and I'm kind of angry about it. I'm excited about this book too. This is a pre-order that's coming out on September 12th, but I should have gotten the other book first. I don't know. I'll explain when it comes in, but yeah. So what you just saw was like 10 minutes ago or something like that. It definitely wasn't that long ago. I just went and showered, but then I checked my mail again when I got out and there was another package in my mailbox. So this is from Indigo once again. I'm not sure why they came separately. Like, I know why they came boxed separately, which is because they were from 2 separate orders, but they were delivered both by Canada Post, so I don't really understand why they came at different times. But nonetheless, I believe this is what I thought the other one was. But let's find out for sure, because if it's not, I'm just going to be very confused. Yeah, this is what I thought it was. That was the least graceful unboxing possible. But it is my pre-order for Tower of Dawn by Sarah J. Maas. Finally, it came out yesterday on September 5th, and today's the 6th, and I'm just getting it today, which is kind of annoying, but at least I have it in my hands, and I think I'm going to try to start reading it. I don't know if I'll end up sticking to it. I don't know. I'm quite apprehensive about this, but we shall see what happens. So I haven't really moved spots, but I've changed outfits, and also it's clearly dark outside, but I just didn't want to move the camera, but I wanted to give you guys an update. So it's actually about 9:30 right now, and I'm about to go to bed. I didn't really accomplish everything that I had wanted to do today because I put off editing my Aquaware review for a very long time, but I did finally end up getting it up on time, thank God. But I had wanted to get some stuff pre-filmed because I'm leaving for Toronto on Friday and I'm going to be gone the whole weekend, so I didn't end up getting stuff pre-filmed, which kind of sucks. So it's going to be a crazy weekend. I could theoretically do it on the Friday, so I might end up doing that, or I might do it tomorrow after work, but tomorrow I'm working 5 a.m. to 2 p.m. so it's gonna be a long day. But today I did manage to finish listening to Ever the Hunted, and it was good. I liked it. It was a solid read. It wasn't anything that really blew me out of the water. It was just kind of average, but not really in a bad way. But I will talk about it more in my wrap-up at the end of the week, as well as my monthly wrap-up. So now I've started listening to Long May She Reign by Rhiannon Thomas, and I'm not very far into it at all. Now, I haven't actually physically started reading a book yet because, once again, surprise, surprise, I have no clue what I want to read. So I might try and read something tomorrow, but I'm literally just gonna pass out now because I've been up at 5 in the morning the past 2 days and I am exhausted. See, there's part of me that wants to change the angle, but then there's another part of me that's just like, be realistic, you're too lazy to do that. So we're at the same angle again. And once again, I went and showered, and then I came out of the shower and there was a package in the mail. I honestly wasn't even expecting a package today, but the one book that I ordered off of Amazon came in early, so can't complain about that. This is a used book and I'm so excited about it. It's Alice in Wonderland. It is missing the dust jacket, which I didn't know, but that's okay. I'm not really too concerned about it because it does have like a beautiful under the dust jacket, but this is the Disney version that's illustrated by Mary Blair, I believe is her name. I know her last name's Blair, but it's just like a picture book and I just wanted to have it in my life. So it's like the illustrations that go with the Disney movie from the 1950s, and it's gorgeous. Hello, so I am just finishing up packing and trying to clean my room because it is a mess. I told you this is always what happens when I finish filming, and it doesn't help that I took Instagram photos for a really long time today, so my room got to be just an absolute mess because it gets to be a mess when I do that as well. So it's just a situation right now, but just working on cleaning up. And see, the worst thing about the fact that I'm going away this weekend is the fact that I need to kind of try and decide which books I'm going to read before I even leave. Like, I don't know what mood I'm gonna be in this weekend, so ugh. But I have made a fair amount of progress with my audiobook Long May She Reign. I'm about halfway through it and I'm really liking it. I think my expectations were very low, which is why I'm enjoying it so much, but so far it's really good, so I'm very happy about that. So I'll most likely be able to finish this tomorrow. It kind of depends on how things go though. But as far as the books that I'm going to bring with me this weekend, the only one that I know for sure I'm going to bring is Tower of Dawn, because I'm kind of hoping that maybe I'll end up picking it up, in which case I'll only need to have brought one book. But I honestly don't even know what else I want to bring. How many days am I going to be gone? Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So 3 days. Realistically, I could bring like 1 or 2 books. So I think I might bring Tower of Dawn and then a bonus too. It's hard because like I'm not really intending on reading all the books that I bring. I just like options because I know if I'm not in the mood for a book, then I'm not going to read it. This is a possibility because I think it's going to be quick and easy. Another possibility, this one I really should have already read, so I should probably have this on here. Maybe finally this will happen, and maybe I'll actually physically pick this one up. It looks like I'm in the mood for fantasy based on what I'm pulling. I think I'm going to for sure bring Tower of Dawn, and then I think I'm going to pick one from each genre. So I'll bring the romantics for a contemporary, The Looking Glass Wars by Frank Bador, and then for fantasy I'm going to bring The Goose Girl by Shannon Hale. I think I might bring this because I really should bring an ARC, and this one is going to be out very soon, so I really should read it. Okay, so for historical fiction, I think I'm going to bring Legacy of Kings by Eleanor Herman, and then for mystery slash thriller, which I don't normally have on my TBR, but I have on it right now because Halloween is coming, I'm going to bring This Darkness Mine by Mindy Mcginnis because this is an ARC as well. I thought this was a good plan, but like, This is still the situation. Keep in mind, I'm literally going for 3 days and I have a Sarah J Maas book here and like, oh my god, why can't I narrow things down? So I don't really know what's gonna happen. Anyways, I'm going to go and finish packing because I need to do that. So I'm in Toronto. I haven't updated you guys yet because I have been a lazy butt and I suck. Also, I look absolutely horrendous right now. I wasn't gonna put on makeup, but this is making me maybe reconsider. But we're just about to go to Indigo at Sherway Gardens, which I've never been to, but it's the first big store that Chapters Indigo has opened in a very long time, and it opened in 2016, and I'm very excited to go and check it out because I've heard it's amazing. But I had my Penguin Random House event yesterday, and to be honest, I was kind of a little bit disappointed because it was a lot of adult books. There wasn't really anything mentioned that was teen except for John Green's new book, which was kind of unfortunate. So I might be back in late October because they said they're having one for like kids and teen then, so I might come back to that. But today we have a free day of just doing whatever. I'm here with my dad and I think we're just going to hang out and stuff. Also, I have been like obsessively cataloging my books on Goodreads. I made a second private Goodreads account so then I can catalog them all and not feel bad about like drowning everyone's newsfeed. So having fun with that. But yeah, we're going to go and do stuff in Toronto. Also, I would film my experience at Sherway, but I'm pretty sure that company policies I can't film in the store, so sorry about that. Hello. So I don't think I gave you a proper update yesterday. I don't think I updated you guys with my reading. I don't quite remember though, but just in case I didn't, I'm going to update you guys again today. Also, ignore my hair because it's literally a mess and I have to do it. I had to use the hotel shampoo because I didn't bring my own, so this happened. But I finished 2 books on the day that we got here. So I finished the audiobook that I was listening to, which was Long May She Reign by Rhiannon Thomas. I didn't bring it with me or else I would show you it, but I actually ended up really enjoying it a lot more than I was expecting to, so that was a very pleasant surprise. I also finished Words in the Deep Blue by Kath Crowley. This one I have very mixed feelings on. There were a lot of things that I liked, but then there were also a lot of things that I didn't like about it. I felt like it was kind of confusing at times, didn't care for the writing style at all, but I loved all of the references to different books and stuff, so that was awesome. So I definitely have very mixed feelings on this one. So now I have moved on to The Sweet Far Thing by Libba Bray. As far as an audiobook goes, that is the final book of the Gemma Doyle trilogy, and once again, don't have it on me. It's a brick though. It is like a huge book. And I've kind of sort of started reading The Looking Glass Wars by Frank Bador, but I haven't had a lot of time where I've been reading because I've been obsessively on my Goodreads, so I've been mostly audiobooking it. But like I said yesterday, we went to Sherway Gardens, which is the newest Chapters or Indigo store, which was very exciting for me, so of course I had to buy some books. So I'm gonna show you what I got. So kind of my rule for when I go to a different bookstore is to only get stuff that I can't get at the bookstore that I work at, so that's what I did this time, but they happened to have a lot of stuff that I couldn't get, so I had to kind of narrow myself down. So I picked up Girl on a Plane by Miriam Moss, Moxie by Jennifer Matthew, Oliver Twist and A Tale of Two Cities by Charles Dickens, Just So Stories and The Jungle Book by Rudyard Kipling, Pippi Longstocking by Astrid Lindgren, that's difficult for me to say for some reason, Heidi by Johanna Spiri, and finally this happened. We're not going to talk about it. They're just so pretty. So we did that in the morning and then we kind of chilled around the hotel and then we went out for dinner and then we walked around the TIFF area because the Toronto International Film Festival is going on right now. Didn't see any celebrities, but we still kind of just walked around. And today we're going home, but first I have the HarperCollins event, which I'm very excited for. So Angie Smith, Julie Murphy, and Becky Albertalli are going to be there today, which I'm super pumped for, so I have to go and get ready and make myself look presentable. Hello, so it is actually Monday now, and I had filmed my end of the week wrap up yesterday, but I had filmed it after being in the car for 4 hours straight, and I had had my makeup on from the HarperCollins event, which was amazing, and I'll talk about that more in my next reading vlog, but I filmed it and didn't realize that my makeup was like all over my face. Like I looked like a full-on raccoon. It was not a pretty sight, so I was like, I'm just gonna refilm it now. But I had an amazing reading week. Amazing. This was like an above average reading week. After coming off of a week where I only read 1 book, I could not be happier with how this week went. The only thing that would make me happier is if they were all 5-star reads, but they weren't. But I did read a couple of really good books. However, I also read a book that is arguably my least favorite book that I have ever read. So as per usual, I'm just going to be giving you guys my ratings ratings for these books. I will give you more thoughts at my end of the month wrap up. So the first book that I finished this week was Love and Gelato by Jenna Welch, and I gave this a 4 out of 5 stars. Next, I finished the audiobook for Ever the Hunted by Erin Summerall, and I give this a 3 or a 3.5 out of 5 stars. Next, I read Words in the Deep Blue by Kath Crowley, and I give this a 3 out of 5 stars. Then I listened to the audiobook for Long May She Reign by Rhiannon Thomas, and I give this a 4 out of 5 stars, maybe even a 4.5. And finally, I read This Darkness Mine by Mindy Mcginnis, which you guys didn't even know I had started, because what happened was I was reading The Looking Glass Wars by Frank Bador, but then I ended up accidentally leaving that book in my luggage, which was in the trunk of the car, so I couldn't get to it, and I had this book on me because I ended up receiving another arc of it from the Harper Collins event. Since it was in the car and it was near me and I needed something to read, I ended up picking this one up, but I gave it a 1 out of 5 stars. I also started listening to the audiobook for The Sweet Far Thing by Libba Bray, and I got about 5 hours into it. So that was my reading week. Like I said, if you wanted to know more thoughts, you can always check out my Goodreads. I kind of give a little blurb there, but you can also wait for my end of the month wrap up where I will elaborate a little bit more. And don't forget, I put out new weekly reading vlogs every Monday, so subscribe if you didn't want to miss any of those or any of my other videos. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in next week's reading vlog. Bye!